Assalamualaikum student. Today we start our lecture uh, with recalling our knowledge about right angle triangle. We all know that right angle triangle is a triangle in which one of the angle is 90 degree. So I draw one of the triangle in which angle A equals to 90 degree, and we have three vertices A, B, C. A triangle has three sides. We already know that, and three angles, and one of the angle is 90 degree. That's why we are calling it a right angle triangle. The side now you have to remember that the side opposite to 90 degree, the side this side as it is opposite to 90 degree angle, the side opposite to 90 degree angle is called hypotenuse. What we call it? Hypotenuse. The side opposite to 90 degrees is called hypotenuse. And few important thing about this hypotenuse that it is the largest side of the triangle. Means give this side BC is always greater than AB and AC because it's opposite to the largest angle, that is 90 degree. That's why it is the largest side. So BC is the largest side. It is always opposite to 90 degree, and it is the largest side. That's why we call it hypotenuse. The remaining two sides are smaller sides than this hypotenuse. Now we have to prove, we have to find out the relationship between these three sides. So what we will do, we will calculate the length of this AB, BC, and AC. With you can do it with scale, and I'm using this software to measure the length of these three sides. So I measure the length AB, that is equals to 5.28. I try to make it 5 so that it's easier for us to solve. Okay, AB 5 centimeter. Now, then I try to measure AC. It's also 5. I move this side to this one, and then I measure the length of this side. 7.07. The length is the length of this hypotenuse. So what we will do, we draw a table in which we will write the length of these three sides. As I think I have to use this part, this side, so that you can see the triangle as well as the table. Okay, so we we measure the length of AB, which is equals to 5. Then we measure the length of AC, which is also equals to 5. You can check it by draw a triangle with these two sides with and an angle equals to 90 degree, and then you can measure these two sides and this hypotenuse. And the BC, the length of BC, we get 7.07. Now what we do, we further work on these sides and find the square of each side. So we get AB square equals to 25. Same way AC square yes, that is equals to 25 as well, because the square of 5 is 25. And then finally BC square equals to 49.97, that is almost equals to 50. Now we try to find out the relationship between these three sides. So we get BC square equals to AB square plus AC square. So we will check it. BC almost 49.97 is almost 50. So I can write 50 here. This is almost equals to 50 because I use the decimal value. That's why it's saying 49.97. and the square of these two sides is 25 plus 25. So it means that whenever we square the small, whenever we sum the square of the small two smaller sides, we get the square of the largest side. That is called Pythagoras theorem. It states that the sum of the square of two small sides is always equals to the square of the larger side. The larger side is called. So basically, we get the square. We get the sum of the two small, sum of the square of two small sides is equals to the square of the largest side. That is called Pythagoras theorem, and we can also say it like it. Largest side square means hypotenuse square equals to one of the side we call it perpendicular. In higher class, next chapter you will check it what is perpendicular base. But till now you can say any of the side as perpendicular and base. अब अभी किसी को भी perpendicular base कह सकते हैं. But the largest side, the side opposite 90 degrees is hypotenuse. So h square equals to perpendicular square plus base square. This is a Pythagoras theorem. And now we can explain how we can use the Pythagoras theorem to find the value of unknown side. Let's suppose we given a question like this in which AB equals to 5.92 centimeter and BC equals to 8.37 centimeter, and we have to find out the value of AC. So first of all, we note down the values of the sides as a data and write it as a data. So I'm writing hypotenuse equals to 8.37, base equals to 5.92, and perpendicular we have to find out the value of perpendicular. It's up to you which side you can say base and perpendicular. So I decided AC is a perpendicular. Now, according to Pythagoras theorem, we already proved the Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Now we'll place the value of HB to find the value of P. That is perpendicular. So 8.37 square in perpendicular, we have to find out the perpendicular, so I do not place any value here. Plus in place of B, I place 5.92 square. So square of 8. So when I square 8.37, we get. So when I square this square is 8. Square of 8.37 is 70.05, and square of 35.92 is 35.05. Now we have to find out the value of P. So we move this 35.04 to this side. So we get 70.05 minus 35.04 equals to perpendicular square. So when we minus 70.05, we have to subtract these two values. So we get, I think we get 35.01, around 35.01. Now, as we have to find out the value of p, so what we do, take the square root of these two. Square root of this, and that is equals to when we find the square root of 35.01, we get 5.91, and that is the value of perpendicular. So in this way, we can find out the value of any missing side of a right angle triangle by using Pythagoras theorem. Now we solve another question.